in today's class, we are going to consider topical past questions on coordinate geometry. Okay, so here in the first question, we have two circles center at A and B respectively, and we have a tangent line CBD that intersects circle center at A at this point B. Okay, so we have to find the equation of the tangent CBD. So we are looking for equation of this line. Okay, so of course, to get equation of a straight line, we have the formula that we use to be y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So to make use of this formula now, we need the slope of this line, the tangent line, and we need at least a point on that line. Okay, so what are we going to do? Of course, we know the point A here to be what? We are given that to be minus 1, 4. Then we have point B, that is given to be 3, 2. All right, so once we can find the slope of this line B AB, okay, so we can easily get the slope of line CBD, because of course, looking at these two lines are what? Are perpendicular. Okay, because the tangent is perpendicular to radius of a circle. So now let's find the slope of line AB. That's the first thing to do. The gradient of AB, where the formula is given to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so you make the substitution that you have 2 minus 4, then divided by 3 minus 1. Okay, so gradient AB here, that will give us minus 1 over 2. Okay, so if gradient AB is 1 over 2, then gradient of tangent line, gradient of tangent, which is the line CD, that is given to be what? That's going to be 2. Okay, because we said when product of two slopes equals minus 1, it means that the line are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so now since we've gotten the slope here, now what x do we need to find the line, to find the equation of this line? We need this point here, which is point B. So now we have y minus y1 plus mx minus x1. So the coordinates we are using, which is the coordinate of B, we have that to be 3, 2, and the slope is given to be what? 2. So make the substitution here. This becomes y minus 2, then m is 2, y x1 is 3 here. So this is going to be y equals 2x minus 6 plus 2. Then we finally obtain 2x minus 4. And that is the tangent, equation of the tangent to the circle center at A. So equation of CD now is 2x minus 4. Okay, so to the B part of the question, we are asked to find the equation of the circle with center B. Equation of the circle with center B. Okay, let's look at the circle. Let's try to analyze that. Of course, to find circle, we know the formula to be x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared. This is equation of a circle center at the point A, B with radius r. So we have the center already. The only thing we don't know here is the radius. And of course, this line is diameter. Okay, this is diameter of that circle. So, but we can still get the radius. The radius is also from these points A and B. So distance between the points A, B will give us radius. So let's start from there. Okay, recall that equation of a circle is given to be x minus a squared y minus b squared, where the center B is given to be the center there is given to be 3, 2. Okay, so the radius here, same thing as the length AB. Okay, and to get length AB, we have x2 minus x1 squared, y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, so by substitution now, we're gonna have square roots minus 1 minus 3 squared okay, then plus 4 minus 2 squared equals, so 4 minus 2 squared. Now minus 3 minus 1, that's minus 4 squared, that will give us 16. And 4 minus 2, that will give us 2. So this will give us 2 squared is 4. So this is 4. So we therefore have radius to be square root of 20. So make the substitution in this formula. This is the equation of the circle. So you make the substitution there. That's going to be x minus 3 squared, then y minus 2 squared equals arc squared. Arc squared now is going to be 20. And that is the equation of the circle center with center B. Okay, so find by calculation the x coordinate of C and D. So let's go back to the graph again, the diagram I mean. So we are looking for these two coordinates, C and D, and of course the coordinate is where the tangents intersect the circle center at B. So what are we going to do there? We solve that simultaneously. I made the equation of the circle center at B and the equation of the line. Okay, so recall that, so equation of the line, the tangent, we have that to be y equals 2x minus 4, and that of circle we have that to be x minus 3 squared, y minus 2 squared equals 20. So let's call this to be 1 and this to be 2. Okay, let me confirm the equation of the line again. Okay, that's correct, 2x minus 4. So you substitute now. So sub 1 in 2. Okay, when you do that, you're going to have x minus 3 squared plus y now is 2x minus 4, then minus 2 squared equals 20. So x squared minus 6x plus 9, when you expand that, then plus, this is 2x minus 6 squared equals 20. So x squared minus 6x plus 9 plus expanding this will give us 4x squared. 4 times 6, that's minus 24x, and 6 times 6, that's 36 equals 20. And in simplest form, this will give us 5x squared minus 30x plus that should be 75. That's 75 or 25, that should be 25 equals 0. Okay, plus 9 plus 36 minus 20 will give us 25, and everything here is divisible by 5, which means the simplest form now will be x squared minus 6x plus 5 equals 0. And of course this can be factorized as x minus 5, x minus 1 equals 0. So x equals 5 or x equals 1. So now remember we are asked to find the coordinate, so we need to find the corresponding y value for each of these. So make the substitution in 1. When x is 5, then y is going to be 2 times 5 minus 4, and this will give us 2 times 5 minus 4, that's 6. Okay, and the second one, when x is 1, you have y to be 2 times 1 minus 4, so this will give us the y here will give us what? So 2, this is minus 2 now. Okay, so that is that. But then again, we are not asked to even find the point CD. The only thing we are asked to find is the x coordinates. So for that reason, this is where you have to stop. Stop here. This is where to stop. But if you have to find the coordinates, the point C and D, that's when you need to find the corresponding y values for each of that. Okay, here is the next question. The coordinates of the 2 points A and B are these respectively. Show that the equation of the perpendicular bisector AB is given to be 3x plus 2y equals 11. Okay, let's just picture this. Let's say the 2 points, let's say we have the line here. This is the line AB. So this place is A and this is B. Okay, and we have a perpendicular bisector. Bisector divides is line into 2 equal half, So that is what bisector does. Okay, so let's assume this place is the this line is a bisector, and of course that must be perpendicular to be this from what you are given, and this place must be midpoint of AB. So now to get the equation of this line, remember that's what we are looking for. We need the slope, then we need points on that line. We need at least a point on the line. So to get the slope of that, the slope of this here is negative inverse of this. It means if we obtain the slope here to be m, this is going to be minus 1 over m. Okay, for that reason, let's find the gradient of AB. Okay, the gradient of AB, that's going to be y2 minus y1 over what? X2 minus x1. And the 2 points we are considering here are minus 7, 3 and 3, 11, 5, 11, sorry. So make the substitution there. AB is going to be gradient 11 minus 3, then 5 plus 7. Okay, so this will give us 8 over 12, and in simplest form that's going to be 2 over 3. So if the slope of line AB is 2 over 3, it means that the slope of perpendicular line of the perpendicular bisector is minus 3 over 2. Exactly. Now, so what else do we need? We need a point on the perpendicular bisector line. So the only point you can easily obtain here is this point here, which happens to be the midpoint of AB. So the midpoint of AB, so that's x1 plus x2, the average of the x values and the average of the y values. Okay, so by substitution, this will give us minus 7 plus 5 divided by 2 and 3 plus 11 divided by 2. So this will finally give us minus 1,7. So we can now use this point that we obtain now on this slope to get this slope and this point to get the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Y minus y1 m x minus x1. Okay, so we have y minus 7, then minus 3 over 2 x plus 1. Exactly. So in simplest form, this is going to be 3x plus 2y equals 11, and that is what we are asked to show. Okay, yeah, the B part of the question, a circle passes through the points A and B, and its centers lies on the line 12x minus 5y equals 70. Then find the equation of the circle. So what do you understand here? Let's assume we have a circle here. Okay, let's consider this to be a circle. Of course we have a line here, so we are still using the same line we consider above there because we are talking about the points A and B. So let's take this place to be A, okay, and this place to be B. Okay, so, and don't forget you are told that a circle passes through the point. We've done that, and its center lies on the line 12x minus 5y. 12x minus 5y, okay, and that's 70. So let's say we have the line here. This is a line of this certain equation, 12x minus 5y equals 70. Okay, and of course the center must be here. The center must be here. So find the equation of the circle. What exactly are we going to do here? Now, first thing you should note that these 2 points here, this must be equal, okay, and of course this must be perpendicular to this. So to get equation of a circle, we have the formula to be x minus a squared y minus b squared equals r squared. So what do we need here? We need center of that circle, and we need radius of the circle. Okay, Okay, yeah, this is what you are going to do. Looking at this, the line must, the center lies on this line. Let's take this line, okay, this line, let's maintain it as the line we obtained here from this place, 3x plus 2y equals 11. Because for this line, one thing that is clear here is that for this line here to be perpendicular, okay, to the line joining the point 2a and b, now it means that the perpendicular line must passes through the center of that circle. That is clear. Okay, now we have another line, 12x minus 5y 70 equals 70. That also passes through the center of that circle. So what that means is that the two lines must intersect at the circle. So let's call this line to be the other line now. I'm taking this to be the other line. So it means that these two lines must intersect at the center here. Okay, and what are the lines? The answer we obtain above, which is for the perpendicular bisector, 3x plus 2y equals 11, and this line 12x minus 5y equals 70. So now let's find where the two lines meet to get the center of that circle. Good. So you solve that simultaneously. Solving this simultaneously, you could multiply this by 4 and this by 1. So you have 12x plus 8y equals 44. And this is 12x minus 5y equals 70. So subtract that. That's going to be, this becomes 0. 8y plus 5y, that's 13y. Then 44 minus 70. Is that going to be 44 minus 70? Yeah, 44 minus 70, that should give us minus 26. Okay, so that should be minus 26. So y now is minus 2. So for y to be minus 2, you put that in any of the equation. 3x plus 2 times minus 2 equals 11. 3x equals 15. So x is 5. So it means that the center of the circle is 5 comma minus 2. So now we've gotten the center of that circle. Next thing to find now is the radius of that circle. So what are we going to do? So you can just pick any point here. Remember, any point from the center of circle to any part of the circumference. A line coming from center of circle to any point on the circumference will give us radius. So you could just find distance between the points A and the center that we just obtained. So using that, the point A, what do we have as a point A? We have, this is our point A, minus 7 and 3. Okay, so distance, radius equals distance or length AC. So where C is the center of the circle. So and we just said that's one for the point A to be minus 7 comma 3, and the center is 5 comma minus 2. So that's minus 7 minus 5 squared plus 3 minus 2 squared. Okay, so by the time you simplify this will give us 13. Okay, so it means now that the equation of the circle, x minus a squared y minus b squared equals r squared, will be x minus 5 squared then y plus 2 squared equals 169. And that is the solution to that question. Okay, so this is where we are going to stop for today. So we're going to continue from here in next class. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.